everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are new to the channel, I am your host as always, Rasheed White. All right, let's get into this, man. Kyrie Irving has some really harsh words to actually say, and he's not really happy about how things came across in terms of Team USA losing to one of the select teams, and I don't really think it's all that serious. Now, Steve Kerr can actually really truly be the problem in this whole mess because I think he'll be trying to implement an offense that maybe this team is not ready for, and it takes a while to actually learn. And he may actually have to start thinking outside the box a little bit. Nothing wrong with the offense that he's trying to actually generate, but it takes a while to to get unconscious competence or even conscious competence to actually really run the kind of offense that he's actually really trying to run. Now, I'm interested in this because I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, and Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson is actually on this squad, so I'll definitely be watching, most definitely over here. So let's get into what Kyrie Irving actually has to say, and I'm going to react to this because he probably could be wrong. And the whole key to this team actually winning a gold medal is for guys to actually sacrifice. And it depends on, like I said, the type of offense that they actually want to run. These European teams are going to, I don't know about the other teams, but I know the teams in Europe, they're going to really look at the players' weaknesses, and they will be targeting those weaknesses. So, good ball movement. Hold on, we'll get back to that. Let's get into this. Dallas Mavericks guard Kyrie Irving silencing noise aimed at Team USA after they fall to the U.S. select team in 2 scrimmages. Now, I'm gonna watch this and analyze it and see what actually really truly happened. And let's see. All right, so Team USA featuring stars like Paolo Banchero, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, and Brandon Ingram are looking to bring back the title to the United States prior to their disappointing finish in 2019. In recent scrimmages are any indication, things do not look great for Team USA. It's true, man. History actually does have a way of actually repeating itself. To prepare for this tournament, they face off against Team US Select Team, which is comprised of players who are younger and often as not polished as the official team. Well, so a lot of times you can actually really truly play hard, and you'll be surprised. It'll actually keep you in games, and sometimes those young teams, well, not every single time, but a lot of times they can actually close some games for you. This article actually is, and I'm trying not to be, I'm not trying to actually have any kind of biases over here, but I think Mikal Bridges actually really should be the guy they're actually talking about, because in terms of how he actually scores, he's an efficient scorer. Keyword efficient. Doesn't really take really bad shots and stupid step backs and falling away shots. He's a really good efficient scorer. So that's something that Steve Kerr actually has to do. He needs to really go through this roster and see who they who are they going to actually run their offense through. All right, so Kyrie Irving leaped to the defense of Team USA and cautions people from pressing the panic button, saying it happens as part of the game when everybody's trying to find a role and earn playing time. You got to give guys on the World Cup team to gel and get to know each other's games. Don't overreach with this post. So Team USA only has about 3 more weeks to gel together before FIBA World Cup begins. If they're unable to, another early exit could be in store. So let's look at the roster over here. So the roster comprises of, now at least you got 2 good point guards in terms of Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson. I don't know who actually starts. I think Jalen Brunson is the more high-willing passer, but again, it all depends on the actual matchups over here. You actually have to go with guys who are definitely much more willing to actually sacrifice their games, and guys who can actually really truly play off the ball over here. So you got guys like Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, who can actually play off the ball. Now, let's look at the bio of Walker Kessler, you know, because again, you got to look at how these teams are going to actually scout these teams. Can he actually shoot? He's a 7-footer. No, he's a great rim protector. And all right, so I don't know the stats. I want to look at the stats. All right, we'll get into that into another video though. I'll have all that stuff ready to go. And so Jaren Jackson Jr., Bobby Portis, Austin Reeves. All right, so I would start Jaren Jackson Jr. over Walker Kessler because of his ability to actually space the floor out. This is tough. This is tough. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton gives you great size, and he's a great three-point shooter. But definitely, I would get like Jaren Jackson Jr., Mikal Bridges, Paolo Banchero. Maybe you actually have to sit him. You can't look at stardom over here. Like, who's the best players? I mean, it has to be players that actually really, truly fit. So Cameron Johnson can actually space the floor more than Paolo Banchero, and he's actually shown that he's actually more willing to play off the ball, and in terms of actually being a catch and shoot guy, opposed to actually really needing the ball in his hands. So it all really truly depends. I'm gonna be watching this very closely because my two guys are on here, man, Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, and we definitely be looking at these guys. Now, you Knicks fans, I did say Jalen Brunson over Tyrese Halliburton, but again, it just all depends on what you really truly need. You know, now maybe I think Tyrese Halliburton, because of his athleticism and you know, it's going, you know, you got to have a lot of ball movement. It has to be a lot of cuts. It has to be a lot of screens and targeting different matchups and everything. So I will wrap this video up, and I wouldn't listen to Kyrie Irving, man. Kyrie Irving is just like, I mean, he's a guy that would come down with 18 seconds on the shot clock and chuck up a three, you know? And too much of that Kobe stuff in him, man. And wanting to take really, I mean, sometimes, like I said, sometimes those shots go in. A lot of times they actually don't, you know? So I wouldn't listen to Kyrie Irving, man. As much as I love Kyrie, man, that's my guy. I love him. But basketball IQ with Kyrie Irving sometimes, you know, yeah, it's a head scratcher. All right, so definitely like, comment, subscribe, and certainly share this video. And when you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.